Brother Chad again, G.C.B. Gangsta Custom Builds. About to look inside this this big block here. I already drained the oil. There's a lot of fuel in the oil. This joker was probably running rich, and the rings probably weren't sealed yet when they built this thing. So we're going to start taking it apart. I'm going to take off the water pump first and that front pulley real fast. You know, get my cable out, and then we're gonna look and see what's up on these bell covers. And then me and my son's gonna rotate it, drop and pull off the pan, see what the crank and everything looks like, and what kind of shavings are inside this pan, because I had a marble look coming out, and that's common with a fresh built motor. And then we're gonna check out the timing chain. Everything should be fine, but we gotta change the gasket, so another look at it. Let's get to work. Now, one thing I'm going to do is change all these bolts. I can't stand these nasty silver bolts. I'd like the grade 8 hardened gold bolts. It's not just for function, it's for looks also. About 8:30 at night. I'm wiped out and tired, so I'm going to get this done no matter how long it takes us. And I mentioned on my last video about silicone. I don't know if my son can zoom in, but if you can see this right here, this whole engine, I mean, that's overkill. That's overkill in silicone. What it does, if there's that much of this on the outside, imagine how much is on the inside. Those ports, the ports are probably smaller, and then as time goes on, and that gets brittle, that will flake, go inside your engine, bind up your water pump. But this is what I'm talking about, silicone. I mean, this is just, whoever put this motor together, I bet you they use $100 worth of silicone on this joker. Look, like I got all the bolts off, and I have to yank on this. But you see all that silicone right there? You see what I'm talking about, the inside here? That's silicone. That will get brittle, and that will get fed directly into your motor. You don't need much on silicone. You know what I mean? Like I said, that will destroy an engine very quick. I just done an engine swap in my buddy's 2011 Chevy Camaro, and they did the exact same thing when they did timing gasket. His thermostat was jammed up with silicone. I can't tell you, I can't express it. It makes me mad, because that is just way too much. You just want a thin coat of silicone, and that's just to help seal it, because sometimes, you know, cast irons or aluminum blocks, when you go to clean, you get some imperfection. But I'll show you a little trick what I do with the gaskets when I put it back together. I'll show you that when we get to it. Yeah, let's try 5/8 first. That's what it should be. Short better. My son has some nice pretty sockets. Nope, that's going to be about 18. And he has these pretty sockets, so he leaves mine alone. Nope, 19. They change color. Let me see that tool.
Right there, right there.
This here, you're getting this from Harbor Freight. It's supposed to pull steering wheels off, but this thing does harmonic balancers also. $14 was what I paid a year ago. Price of fuel, everything else went up. Let's figure 20 bucks, 25 depending on where you're at. But that's from Harbor Freight. Or, well, part number is 62620 if you want to go online. We'll have that up in the description for you too. And the only downfall about this cheap one is that it'd be smart to buy extra bolts and stick them in a case, because they don't always have, like certain, like some vehicles, you know, this, I only got one fine threaded metric system in this kit, but I paid $14. I got two of them, man, you know, $14 a piece. You break one, throw it away, just hold on to the bolts. There we go, I knew I'd find it. You know what? I'm hoping it's a good timing chain that's in there. I'm hoping it's not a double tooth one. I can't stand those, man. I break them all the time in my cars. I build my cars for speed. And once I start getting a lot of these built, we got a side street, we drag race, we beat them, we try to break them. If I can't break them, it was built well. My little Mazda RX, we are going to tear that joker up. We're going to try and destroy the rear end of that joker. I got to think of a name for this car, man, with big block in it. I name all my cars. We got to think of a name. Same about big block killer, but you know, it's a big block. We ain't gonna be killing big blocks. Earthquake, Harbor Freight. Tell you what, this outdoes my snap-on. He still uses my tools, that's why his sockets are pretty clean.
I know what my tools
Ooh, no. I always put these bolts back in. Because you lose that bolt, you're going to catch hell trying to find one. Well, I just need the bolt, not the washer. Alright, I'm going to put that to the side. I'll take that apart later. Which, I'm going to back it off. I'm going to take it apart now. Want to know what I find very interesting? Silicone everything. But there ain't no silicone in here. It's stop the oil to leak through that pin. Ain't that something? I like the idea that they studded these. That's what I do with all mine. I stud them. They didn't Loctite them. What good is it being studded if you don't Loctite the studs in? And how about that? We're missing one. I need a bag. Good investment, little baggies, preferably the ones you can write on. A lot of times I tear down the car. This way I can mark like door jamb or dashboard. They're always reusable. And you don't lose your bolts. Well, that came off, baby. Right, the valves look good. Bring the camera over so they can see. This is what I like to see. Nice cleanness, you know. Monkeyed up. Don't like that. They got the nut on it. They probably stripped it. They got silicone on that. That's how I got the motor. So that kind of concerns me there. I figure if there's an issue, we'll look at that. We'll check the other side. So far, that's all I see wrong is that they got it double nutted. Now it could do like what the Ford's 302s and the 289 does. You know, sometimes they back off as you're running them. But yeah, I mean that's probably why they did that. That's common on a Ford motor to see. But the other side looks good. I don't see nothing wrong. The cam looks a little wore, but that could be from the oil that I drained out. I mean, they probably didn't. They had break-in oil, but never changed it. And then the fuel mixing in with it could have put those marks on the cam. But I seen worse. All right, so I'm gonna flip it now. It's gonna take two. You ready for this? No, you gotta get on this side. 460 went. So yeah, be prepared when this joker starts going around. All right, it's gonna go your way. Yeah, I got 460 went flying on me. It's gonna leak oil. Come on, you gotta force it now. Oh man, come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, it's in too far. I need the adjuster. Here's the mini one. No, I need the big adjuster. I got smack it. You got a red one in there? Ah. head joker and do moving, man. Let's try the other way. What in the world, man? Got a bolt issue. Won't allow me to turn the engine around. First time I ever ran into it, this thing. Alright, you ready now?
Which way?
We're going to go this way. There we go, it's clear. Oh, you got it. Alright. Ooh, leaking everywhere. Here you go. I gotta move all this stuff. Oh, always have a drip pan. Same thing in that. Oil pan is just killed with silicone. You want to do some work? Need to be tight, man. Some silicone on your door. I'm gonna try and zoom into the oil. I don't think you can see it. No, you can't see it in the camera, but you can tell it's a fresh oil. If you can see that marble look. Oh. Yeah, that fake marble type look right there. That's from that's fresh motor, you know, fresh rings and everything. I know the owner's watching. Overkill and silicone, man. Pan looks good. There's a little bit of thickness in there, but that could be sitting. When we picked up the truck, the hood was open. I wouldn't doubt if some water got down inside. Pump looks good. Like, I didn't have to pull the pan off with all the silicone because I know the pan wasn't leaking. But I just want to check everything. Make sure it's all facing the right way. Oh, man. Not 100% sure, but I think they got hypothetic pistons. I could be wrong, but the edge of the pistons is so close. Bring the camera here.
This one right in here.
I'm gonna try and show you something. That give me a screwdriver so I can point at it. See that right there? See how close it is to that? Shaved downwards. And you see how little tiny of a lip here? Now normal piston, that part there will come way past it. It'll all be cut the same size. You know, going all the way around. You gotta zoom out. Now, if these are hypothetic pistons, I can barely say it, but I can't stand them. This piston here is no good anything over 55, 6,000 RPMs max. My buddy sticks them all in his 460s, and if he don't have the revelator on his MSD box set for 5.5, every time he blows a hole, he destroys it, because these pistons, they don't, with the short ends, short sleeves, just let you know, they don't keep that piston moved. That's all he buys, and I'm telling you what, I'm constantly rebuilding his 460s. If that's the piston I think it is, you can't turn this motor. Maximum turning power is 6,000 RPMs. So that's one thing I don't like. So, you're watching? I know you are. 6,000 RPMs is maximum before this piston falls apart. Just letting you know. But other than all that looks good. Time to get to the timing chain. And time to strip all the stuff, clean it, paint it, and get ready. It does have brass freeze plugs, so that's a good sign. I don't got to mess with them. I know you were concerned about that. Alright, they should be 7/16 maybe, or 3/8. Hell, the way they've been building this engine, it could be a 10 mil for all I know. We'll let the boy do some work. I've been working all day. Shim-shimity, shim-shim-shim-shim-shim. Dude, take it off, man. Come on. Ah, come on. You know if all the silicone ain't gonna pull it off, man.
You never know.
Yeah, use a hammer and chisel. I got two. One there. Hammer down there. My 7 kids, this is the only one that likes to get dirty. My daughter Mary likes to mess up with yours. Oh, man!
If you want, bring them up closer.
Double tube sprocket. Let me zoom in on that. Let me see. Oh. I am not good of a camera, I can tell you that. Come on, man. Don't be so mean. Go get me the gear from the corner there.
Bottom, top, left.
It's on the ground, man. It's in the scrap pile. Let's get the big gear. Alright. Timing change good. Tension here, slack on this side. You know, that's normal with rotation. Well, I'm going to show you why I don't like these double teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. This here is a normal 350 sprocket. See how wide that teeth is? That's a bicycle chain. It's even though it's one chain, you got more of a chance of one of these tubes tearing off. Motor still spin, but you're taking a chance of it breaking and getting lodged up in here. There's a big old gap there. That looks like a bicycle sprocket compared to this. Now this sprocket here is a polyurethane. I don't know why it was in that motor, but that's a nice wide tooth. Very slim chance of that breaking. Compared to this, I don't know. Can you really see it, or you got to come up to it? Can you see it now?
Yeah, up here.
You see how there's two rows? Small teeth, space in the middle. It's like a bicycle sprocket. Everybody swears by these. But until you destroy enough motors like I do with these, you go back to that. So, that's one thing I don't like, but it's in there. And if they're even going to tear apart the chain, you're going to blow up a piston, man. But, so far, that I've seen on this motor, everything's good. So, I'm going to start cleaning. Most likely going to fast forward all this stuff. And then we'll start putting it back together. Alright, man, let's get this. Let me see. No, this post, they're going to have 13.
I don't know where it is, but it's on.
Don't it? What I'm doing here is that I got a thread cleaning kit, and you know, I bought it. I think I bought it from Snap-on, or I might have got it from Harbor Freight. I don't know. But you always want to go. Now they're not taps. All they do is clean the thread hose. Because of all the silicone and oil that's going to be in there, like I said, they got grooves on each side. I don't know if you can see it. They got grooves on each side. It acts like a tap kit, but all it does, it cleans the trash out from the the threads. You always want to do that. I do that. I do this everything I do. Alright, time to put it back together. Alright, instead of using silicone, which he has the camera too low, I like to use, it's called copper spray and gasket. I don't know if you can see that real good. All parts stores sell it. I prefer to use this like I'm about to do the time chain cover gasket. You spray it, you spray the side that's going to go on the timing chain cover. And then you spray this, you spray that, you let it sit, it gets real tacky, and it seals perfect. You do the same thing with the engine. I mean, I'm going to paint the engine anyway, so you ain't going to see the copper spray. But it's copper, spray, and gasket. What name brand is that? Promac?
Yeah.
Promac. Part number 80697. This is the best stuff to have right here.
Screen too.
Well, of course. Figure you would. Goes on like that.
Any cut on this I would include with the name.
That's all you do. Spray it on. You let it get tacky, but you got to spray the other part that you're going to use that gasket on.
Certainly.
doesn't harm the oil or nothing. Goes on like spray paint. How easy is that? I'm doing this to make sure that there's no spray inside these threads, just in case you're wondering. Now you got a perfect seal. Gasket ain't gonna move, you put it on, it's that simple. But now I'm gonna spray this side so it will stick to that side and seal. And what that spray does, it's like paint. It fills in any little imperfection. These here, you always put these jokers up because you'll reuse them. All that is a guide pin. You put the pan on and gasket don't move. They're all the exact same thread size for every Chevy that's out there. We save these because, you know, it clips on. You twist them on by hand, you pull them out with a flathead screwdriver. They don't go in tight, just slightly. Some of you's wondering why I'm just going down. This gun does not torque these down at all. I mean, this gun might do it down like 10 pounds. That's why I'm not afraid to use this gun to do it that way. Because I know this gun will not over tighten. But Got everything clean. Took longer than I thought. We're gonna call it quits for the day. It's late. It's about 10 o'clock now. So we'll see you tomorrow.